There we go. What the fuck, microphone? What was that? Why'd you do that? That was that was uncalled for. That was just uncalled for. I don't know. Like, I hate. I should have checked. I don't know why I can't finish a sentence. I'm tired. Um, what was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, I was in the programming channel of Discord. Um, yeah. The fact that you have to ask makes me like. Are you sharing like WAP and some like Pornhub vids? What's up? like, what I was gonna say. Let me maintain my train of thought. Um, Stid shared a screenshot of his desktop in Void using the i3 tiling window manager, right? Which is a great tiling window manager. Yes, yes, you can. Which is a great tiling window manager. And it's definitely like a good introduction into tiling window managers because if I remember right, it's been a while since I used it. If I remember correctly, it has a really simple syntax for configuring Windows shortcuts, things of that nature, which is really, really nice. Because if you try to say set up something like Dusk or DWM with no experience, especially no experience with C, it is a gigantic pain in the ass. Xmonad, which is one of my favorite tiling window managers, absolute pain in the ass to implement because it uses Haskell. Is it Stump? Stump uses Lisp, which is, also kind of a pain in the ass. And then there's a couple, I think, Awesome and i3, both just have like a basic scripting language that they use to handle all your dot files, right? Like all your configs, which makes them really, really easy to use for the beginner. But they have a really high skill cap too. So like there's no shame in using them, even if you're like a hyper advanced user, because you can do amazing things with them. But one thing that I noticed, and I'm going to keep this train of thought while I still have it. One thing that I noticed, very clever, Stemke. That is actually clever. One thing that I noticed when I was messing around with tiling window managers was that there was always like some small thing that would irk me. And often I didn't even know what the thing was. So like Xmonad, for instance, doesn't have window swallowing. It doesn't swallow windows. So I wish I had a VM set up. I'll set up a virtual machine sometime so I can kind of explain this for people that don't use Linux and don't use tiling window managers. There are ways around it too. So in before, someone who knows what they're talking about mentions that, but it doesn't come by default. You use the command line interface a lot. So I can give you a slight example in Windows here. Let's move over here. So like if I open up a command prompt in Linux, right, and I want to launch something, like I want to launch OBS, say, right? Oh God, which key is it? Ah, there it is. Shortcuts. Let's say I want to launch OBS Studio by doing something like this. You can see above my head, I've typed in OBS Studio just as a weak example. In a lot of tiling window managers, what it will do is once you launch this, this will like come down a couple lines. I don't know how to do it in command prompt, but this will come down a couple lines. And then what it will do is it will spawn another command prompt. Like, oh, please snap. I got 3 monitors as being a bitch. There we go. It will spawn another window over here, which is a gigantic pain in the ass because now you just have a blank command line that says OBS or whatever, and OBS is over here, right? DWM, I'm pretty sure by default has window swallowing, which means that it creates a new window over top of the command line that you're launching from. So this window will disappear and it will be replaced by OBS. Then when you close OBS, this pops back up so you can continue doing things. Very simple, small thing that doesn't come by default in Xmonad. And it was something that irked me, but I didn't even know that swallowing was a thing until I watched a Luke Smith video. And I'm like, oh shit, this is like such an obvious, like simple, easy thing that makes life just a little bit easier. Because in my opinion, tiling window managers really excel when you've only got the one monitor, like you have a laptop or something, because it manages windows so eloquently. You have different desktops, different windows, right? and it allows you to manage things really, really well. Things don't get buried. In fact, I have that trouble with GNOME a lot, and even with Windows. Like, you have to do this Alt-Tab thing to get to the window that you want, because it's sitting on top of the other window. You know, Discord is hidden behind YouTube or whatever. And there's this, it's actually really not. It's one of those things where if you use it, like if you actually use these tiling window managers, you figure it out really quickly. You know, if someone were to watch your gameplay in Ultra Kill, they would be like, this is batshit crazy. This is totally insane. But for you, it's just muscle memory. You don't even think about it, right? So it's definitely a skill you can acquire very quickly. And it caters to two specific types of people, in my opinion. Type number one, the most common, is Linux porn Reddit enjoyers. Right, that's number one. They want a pretty desktop that they can screenshot and share for karma on Reddit. That probably makes up 90% of them, right? The other 10% are usually people who type a lot. I would say coders, but I actually learned how to use Emacs and org mode specifically for writing stories, which is weird. But if you spend a lot of time in a command line interface or typing and moving between applications on a single screen machine, that's that other 10%, in my opinion. And those guys can do absolutely amazing things incredibly quickly, like literally so fast that you don't understand what is happening. I want to say Kaspersky Labs had a group of people that they called, oh my God, woodpeckers. They called them woodpeckers because of how quickly they could type and move through applications. But anyway, I wanted to rant about that because I actually am a lover of Linux. I love open source software very, very much. You can, it depends on what it is. But yes, in fact, it is totally muted right now. I have the whole site muted. But, oh, I meant to show you that. If you look, it's muted right now. This is the comparison of all the different window managers, right? The ones I've used are awesome. BSBWM, DWM, i3, Xmonad. There are more, though. Yeah. Yeah, I will. Let me do the YouTube video first because he requested it. Okay, so does this have music on in the background? Do I need to have this muted? Or is it okay if I unmute it? Let's see. Does it have a listing for... Oh, it is. It does have music. I have to hear a little bit of it though. Hang on. Because otherwise I have to mute it in the audio mixer. Doesn't matter anyway, because my damn headphones turned off. Hold up. Is it just me? My desktop audio died. Are my headphones dead? What's going on here? Yeah, I hate that statement though. It's not your fault, StamKey. I understand where you're coming from. But if you know a piece of software really well, like saying it's complicated is kind of just unnecessarily dismissing. I might need to mute this. I'm gonna risk getting in trouble for this song. Because I'm just super curious. I love Iron Lung, by the way. Great game. Audio is really loud, though. I want to enjoy the song, so give me a second and I'll address it. Because this is actually super clever. Maybe it will actually benefit me to pause it. Maybe I'll be less likely to get in trouble. But YouTube is a huge pain. And the only time that it happened, it wasn't actually music. That was the interesting thing. So Twitch will just mute that portion of the VOD later, right? Once upon a time, I had voice meter set up, but it was super complicated. I need to go back and do it again so that I can separate my tracks basically and have a track specifically for music so that we can listen to music while playing games. But then the recorded footage won't have that music in the background, which makes editing easier. But I don't edit shit anymore. I really need to get off my ass about that. But that's a story for another time. YouTube got really upset for watching an Evil Dead 2 snippet. It lost its mind. And it was basically like, if you do this again, we're going to give you a strike. And that's upsetting because I don't have a large YouTuber base, right? And I don't want to get 3 copyright strikes before I even build up a community on YouTube. That's so shitty. And I hate that, and I hate the concept of optics because I'm a generally pretty good person, and I often want to joke about shit because I don't take things seriously in the real world. But there are just so many people on the internet that do take things seriously, including corporations when it comes to like reacting to content and things like that. It's like, man, I want to be free to goof around and watch Evil 2 clips. Like, is that so bad? Anyway, it makes me nervous, and I hate that feeling of being nervous making content. Like, this is supposed to feel like a group of people hanging out, you know, and just like watching cool videos we found and telling jokes without being worried that someone's feelings are going to get hurt, and like playing cool, weird games that, you know, and it's just, right. It's so obnoxious, man. The music thing is especially obnoxious because some of my favorite music, you know, I was raised a metalhead. I was a metalhead for most of my life, right? Like that was my thing. The more brutal, the better I liked it. And as I got older, I started getting nostalgic for music that came from the 90s, including certain pop songs, but especially the New York style hip hop. A big fan of like Tribe Called Quest, you know, like absolutely huge. I love MF Doom, shit like that. Wu-Tang Clan, you know, and those guys took sampling of music to heights that no one ever expected and made new beautiful things by reusing old things. There's actually a concept in art, I'm pretty sure, called ready-made, which is where you take something that already exists and you make it into art, which there's like really extreme examples like installing a urinal in an art museum. But it's just a shame that you can't sample anything. And even though all pop songs use almost the exact same chord progression and the exact same key, you're not allowed to do it because you're an independent artist recording things out of your garage. Only Beyonce is allowed to do that. It's just, it's annoying.
When it comes to execution, here's a story you won't tell. You may get your execution, but you won't be freed as well. Doesn't matter who you send in, doesn't matter where you dwell. No, the phantom light is fading and you'll never break the spell. When it comes to mass extinction, you don't know how far you fell. You may get your execution, but you won't be freed as well.
This reminds me, I never drew the parallel before, but my brain, for one thing, this is actually kind of amazing. As far as the like the tone of the music, it's not so much my thing, but really, really clever lyrics that kind of unravel what Iron Lung is about, you know? And in reading like the subtitles, in reading the lyrics, it reminds me of I think it's a Stephen King short story called The Long Jaunt. Pretty sure The Long Jaunt. The Jaunt. The Jaunt. Stephen King has a couple of these stories too. There's one called Mrs. Something's Shortcut, right? But if it is this one, there was a Harlan Ellison story very much like it, and I get the two mixed up. But there was a story where they had figured out how to like teleport to other places, right? Sort of precedes the idea of Doom, like you pass through hell or Event Horizon, right? But in the jaunt, what it was simply that if you were awake when you went to the other side, you experienced practically infinite time, and it would drive you insane because you're not aging or anything. You're just stuck in time for forever by yourself. And they figured this out because they took prisoners and they tested the teleportation device on the prisoners first. They started with mice and they noticed that mice that went across would almost always come back and then like immediately die of a heart attack or something like that. And so they started anesthetizing the mice before they went in, and they would come out the other side fine. But then they knowing this were like, we're going to test this on prisoners, and the prisoners came back absolutely insane. They would like tear their faces off and just lose their shit. And so they're like, okay, what we can gather is a person experiences infinite time on the other side. So what we need to do is we need to anesthetize them before they go in. And this story is being told from a father to a child as they're about to use this teleportation device. But the kid thought that, oh, dad is just telling me a spooky story. I bet it's not like that at all. And the kid decides not to take the anesthesia, pretends like they are, but they're not. And then the kid comes out the other side absolutely batshit crazy, having lost his mind. I think it was a he. Crazy story, a really crazy short story to read, but it reminds me kind of Iron Lung. Like, we're not sure what this is about, so we're gonna send you to this really creepy, fucked up place so you can figure it out. Um, but yeah, let's go back here really quick. I've gotten one strike for making remix of Cookie's Bustle song. That game is going through some weird shit. It's the whole game. There's someone taking down everything they can for that game everywhere. It's interesting because I've never even played the game. Made a new Bober meme. Balls you playing Iron Lung? No. Hello, for me, sad. Yeah, I feel terrible today. I think it's just the 48-hour shift. I wasn't feeling great Friday either. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like achy and kind of sickly. I think somebody's got me sick again. Um, I got to check out Speedrun first. Stemke asked me to check out Speedrun, and I'm guessing we're looking for Ultra Kill here. I didn't think I typed 2Ks, but sure. Okay, we're probably not early access any percent, right? Just any percent, any percent. Oh no, there's Stemke's number 16 in the world. Oh, you got approved then. This is the previous run, right? This is the run that you were waiting for approval on? Ah, fix. Filters. Oh, I was hoping I could apply filters for names. I'm curious if you're in here anywhere else. Act any percent. Okay, so Act 1. What flag is that? Oh, hang on a second. Work is calling. Of course they are. Hold up. BRB. Got a banana. Good banana. Reminds me of Winston Mains on Overwatch. Winton. Winton like peanut butter. Winton like banana. Nom, nom, nom. No, but seriously, the best Winston player I've ever played with. I don't even remember the dude's name. I just got queued up with him one time. The dude literally only said 2 words. 2 words the entire time I played with him. Word number 1, Winton. Word number 2, Hunter. Because he played Winston, which is a big ass gorilla, and he played Ball, which is a hamster and like a robot ball. Dude, so fucking funny. So funny. He was just devastating people, yelling, Winton! Winton! I don't know where that guy is, but I hope he's doing okay. Hunter. Have you ever seen that Furt meme? Wait a minute. I think it's like Furt is best favorite animal. No, I don't think that's the one, although it's close. Let's see how close this is.
Today is best favorite animal called farts. Farts look like a spaghetti beaver. But it's not spaghetti beaver. Those are really long. He's more like a cat version of a hot dog dog. Like a stretch limousine mouse. Anyway, there's 2 kinds of farts. One is people keep as pet. It's very useful. If you have too much straws, they eat it for you. Or they can check your ass for safeties on top of straw. Other kind of fart is outdoor kind. Isn't there? Maybe because they try too hard or they get lost in holes. So always check your holes. Maybe you'll find a fart. His best animal. Okay, bye. It's Creepy Dave.
Okay, bye. I was rolling one night reading that. I found this meme. Oh God, I don't know if I can find it. Hang on. I'm gonna share this on Discord. I don't know. I'm in a meme mood. But it had to do with a person asking a doctor if there was a name for a particular condition, and it was from like 1951 or something. Hang on. See if I can find this. No. Oh, I'm never gonna find this. I have too many memes stored, boys. Too many memes stored. No. No. Ah, yes. Found it. Sick. All right, gotta go to Discord. Gotta see this fucking meme. I don't know why, but it killed me. What is the medical name for an almost irresistible impulse to throw an egg into an electric fan? The Binghamton News, New York, November 27th, 1925. Don't know, but it's definitely transmissible because I have it now. Dude, this killed me because my first thought when I read this was like, why have I never thought of this? I want to do this now. Thank God I don't have any like ceiling fans or anything. Wait, I have a high velocity fan. Oh my God. I have like a $50 high velocity fan. It would devastate. It would absolutely devastate an egg. There would be egg everywhere. That's what she said. No, I have no idea what I'm doing today. There were like some things I kind of wanted to talk about. I do have eggs. I always keep eggs. It's one of my staple items. I'm one of those people that saves money on groceries by buying almost exclusively staple items. So, you know, like milk, eggs, sugar, flour, things like that. Play Poppy playtime? Nah. Hold up. Goku Risk of Rain. Oh, this is going to flashbang you guys. I'm going to make a new. Okay, just. What's up, the Mornier? Oh, not right now. Wait. What game is this? What game is that? Bro, that is a kick-ass intro. That looks cool. Risk of Rain 2. Play Fortnite. Bro, I'm not playing Fortnite. That's never going to happen. Would I play FNAF games? Yes. But I would play FNAF games closer. Let me fix my chair. Closer to Halloween because they're so incredibly popular. And I've not played, I swear, I've never played, not one ever, any Five Nights at Freddy's game. I've never played one, and I've never seen a full playthrough of one. So, like, that's something I'm going to have to do eventually because too many people love FNAF, dude. They just are obsessed with it. We're at home. It looks like. Bro, why is this true? I'm telling you, if I were to call my grandma in Utah right now and be like, Grandma, I'm hungry, she would at the very least somehow like ship food to me. And every Christmas she does too. I fully expect to get a giant box of like all those little Christmas things, Christmas sausages and cheese and dips and candies and stuff. 1,000,000% coming this year. Risk of Rain 2 is a roguelike game with Goku? What? It is a game series. 1 or 2 are the peak of scariness and design. Can't decide on the exact term, so I just switched to that. Nah, bro, 4 is the scariest. Well, I mean, it's like Scary Movie, dude. 1 and 2, great. After that, well, no, I guess I have some love for 3. 3 is the one with the guy with the hand, right? If I remember right. That's interesting. My only choice is the wish list. I want to know about the game. Buy 4, buy 4, buy 4. This is what I came for. Okay, that intro synth is so much like that song, Push me, and then just touch me until I get my satisfaction. You know that song? I know you guys know that song. It's too memed. Listen to the intro. Push me, and then just touch me. It's like the exact same beat, same tempo. Oh, it's Gearbox. Okay. I don't know if I'd be into it. I didn't mean to click it, but I would give it a shot. One? Oh, bro. Wait, what? What should actually be a fire beat? What messes me up is that this can't possibly be the worst beat for a couple reasons. One, it's quantized, so it's actually on time. 2, they actually have like decent drum patterns and bass patterns. It's just the sounds that they chose aren't particularly great, and they're just throwing a bunch of horrible sound effects in over top of it. Whoa! That one? I don't know. I've heard it in a bunch of stuff. It's like the, what is it? The Wilhelm scream that's like in every movie. That the same exact scream and everything. Also, that high-pitched synth, whatever it is driving me nuts. Okay, chat, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe because my chair is starting to break. I've got to stop getting used chairs. I have to. I'm so tired of slowly shrinking. It's happening again. It's a new chair. 2 things need to happen. I need to lose weight, and I need a new chair. It's killing me, dude. I have not. But I also feel like Terraria would be a huge time investment. One thing I kind of wanted to talk about is Unity. Unity obviously has fucked up here recently pretty badly, right? And I got to thinking about this. IKEA Marcus is pretty decent, but barely any adjustments. What? Yeah. Well, for installs, right? But it's a lot worse than that. There's so much stuff going on. It's actually insane. So, like, they changed their terms of service, which may be illegal. They sold a bunch of shares before making the announcement, right? So they wouldn't lose money, which is insider trading. They work for or were bought by or joined with an ad revenue company, if I remember right. And this is considered to be an effort to compete with other ad revenue companies. Let me look this up really quick. Unity ad platform ad company. What is this? Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember what it was called. Iron Source. That's right. Yeah, Unity and Iron Source's $4.4 billion merger is now complete. There's even conspiracy theories that say that they were trying to come to some agreement with Apple and they couldn't come to an agreement with them. So they're purposefully trying to devalue the price, the value of Unity shares so that it can be bought out by Apple. They can take a big chunk of money and run away. Like, there are actual conspiracy theories about what Unity is doing right now. It's wild. I thought about doing a video on it, but from my personal perspective, because while I'm not a Unity developer, I do remember the last time I got good at coding in something that would allow you to make games, it was Flash. Some of you might remember Macromedia Flash. I used to use, I think it was called like Macromedia MX or something way back in the day. Then it was bought by Adobe, right? And you could do Flash with Adobe. And then one day they just decided, we're not going to do Flash anymore. Flash is a huge security risk. We're just going to get rid of it. And all these people that developed these amazing skills at working with Flash, just overnight, it was done. No browser supported it any longer. And a lot of those people moved to Unity. And now a lot of those people that moved to Unity, right, are experiencing another situation where they're going to have to, well, not have to, there's a real possibility they'll have to abandon Unity to learn something else. And what occurred to me is that the only times I can remember a company not later turning into a pain in the ass was when the product was open source. Because it's open source, the community takes care of it, and the consensus among the community determines where that product goes, you know, what direction it goes in. So Godot, for instance, might not be able to replace Unity right now. But if you look at like the creator or CEO of Godot, I can't remember the dude's name, he is trying his hardest to help Unity developers that are jumping ship to find a direction. And he has expressly stated, like, I don't care if you come to Godot, but these are some things you should look for. Here's, you know, my advice on what you should do so you can continue doing what you love, which is being like an indie developer or whatever. And Godot is seeing such a huge influx of people right now that the improvements that come to it are going to be magnificent. You're right. Yeah, Flash did die a slow death, but there were a lot of people that learned how to use ActionScript and got really good with it and then lost it. Some of those people went on to be like HTML5 developers. And what I mean by that is that they would use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to make HTML5 games, right? A bunch of them went to Unity. Yeah, so it's not perfectly parallel, but I legitimately was listening to an indie developer just the other day talk about how they used to develop games in Flash and had to abandon it because it was no longer supported. So they learned Unity, and now they're getting kicked in the sack all over again because of the decisions Unity is making and how sad it makes them that they did that. And in the comments section was a guy who had worked in web dev for many, many years, old hat. And he said, pretty much every single time I chose a proprietary product, right, it has kicked me in the ass. He said, but if you choose an open source product, the probability of that happening is greatly diminished. And that's actually a really, really good point. So Godot is not as good as Unity right now. I would say it is for 2D games, but it's not a Swiss Army knife like Unity is. But the thing is, it's very unlikely to bite you in the ass later, because even if they change into a direction you hate, you just fork it. You just fork it and you make your own thing out of it, you know? There are other alternatives besides Godot, but I do think that a lot of these people are learning that even though the applications may be more difficult, they may be uglier, they may have disadvantages that proprietary products don't have. The main advantage is that they're not going to lose everything in the long run because it is fundamentally open source, and that one benefit outweighs a lot of other stuff. Let me go back through here. So I just wanted to rant for a second. Gonna rant, install Ultrakill. That's actually... I mean, just using slides. Here, hang on a second. I thought I heard a kid or a cat. I'm gonna find out. Just hold. I'd like 2 seconds, okay? All right, I'm sorry. I don't know what it was. I think maybe the next door neighbor's door is just squeaky. You're wanting me to play more Ultrakill? Is that what you're trying to get at? The War Thunder community has gone too far. The U.S. military is asking the public for help in locating the missing $80 million F-35 stealth fighter jet that disappeared over North Charleston, South Carolina. Officials have reported that there is no concrete evidence of a crash. The pilot has been found, and what? What became of this? Was he trying to just release War Thunder? Or release statistics or information about the F-35 that was classified? And the only way to do it was to steal the jet? Fuck. Bro. Oh my god, that's actually great. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I wonder what happened to it, boys. Oh, we got an MP4. Let's hope it's appropriate. Dude, that's insane. Wait, Hearthstone uses Unity? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. I thought of this too. So apparently there is, apparently Iron Source had developed software that was used for ads, if I remember correctly. And this software is able to detect the first run or the first install of an application, which was kind of meant to imply, well, this thing isn't gonna, it's not going to count every install, just the first install on that particular device. But that's still, even if that were true, which I don't know how they would manage that across millions of devices and millions of installs, it would be very, very easy to just create a small virtual machine, install, new virtual machine, install, new virtual machine, install. Like you could probably script a server to do millions of installs across a bunch of different virtual machines in a day. It would, you could devastate people. I thought about that. I was like, man, it would be funny. Like if I were rich, I would just straight up give some indie developer $1 million, do 1 million installs of their product, and then they can bitch and complain to Unity that obviously this isn't real. What the hell is going on? You've charged me hundreds of thousands of dollars for installs, which can't possibly be true. And it wouldn't hurt them because I paid them $1 million. I'm super rich, you know? That's so crazy. All right, let me catch up on chat here because I'm way behind. I'm so mad. Hollow Knight is ran on Unity, so Silksong will take another 6 years. That sucks. YouTube, not beatbox, and other YouTube. Wait. Godot is probably going to get a lot more support now. Like how that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I've seen a lot of comments about it. Like they were like, think about the average Unity developer. Do you really think that they're going to bring improvements to Godot? And it's like, well, maybe not. But I have a feeling that the average to below average Unity user isn't actually going to be the ones coding the extra tools or the extra features into Godot. They're going to be the ones making requests for those particular features, right? The ones that have already coded tools for Unity to assist them are going to be the ones most likely to code extra features for Godot. And I'm pretty sure that's not how open source works. I'm pretty sure I can't just, completely tank Godot and then the community just has to accept that because I submitted it on GitHub, right? Like it has to come to a consensus among the community whether it's implemented in a piece of open source software, correct? The only way that you can change it without the approval of the community is to make a fork of it, or am I mistaken? I've not actually worked on developing open source software. I just know, from speaking to people. I don't know where I was going to take that sentence. But yeah, Blender is now amazing. 550 or shipping, fuck that. Assassin. Dude, there's just so much going on. Chat is actually kind of blowing up right now. I have to hang on. I will get to everything. Just give me time. Like I'm not even okay. There we are. Unity said in some announcement that they will reach out to devs who think they are being rated. LOL. Mr. Brax, I have a better plan. Don't charge developers for up. Yeah. Yeah, but could you imagine going on a case-by-case basis and trying to fix all that stuff? Did I already look at this? Okay, I did already look at this one. This one? How did I click it twice? That's weird. Oh, you accidentally shared that twice, didn't you? Wait, did you? You did accidentally. My links in chat are weird. Hold up. Jack. Okay, what we got? Mongolian techno, Jack? Holy shit. Does it have throat singing? Tell me it has throat singing. I feel like throat singing would go hard with synths, bro. How did I know? How good am I, chat? Am I good at it? Oh, fuck yeah. That's actually pretty sick. So the thing about throat singing is making that sound is not difficult, but there are, you can become polytonal. I think that's the term for it, where you can use one pitch through the head and another pitch through the chest and create harmonies between the two pitches that you produce. The big problem is that there is a greater risk of throat cancer with this type of singing.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name. But I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume.
What is this?
You have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near.
What is this from?
Somehow out of reach. But you
Isn't this like FNAF? This is like lore from Five Nights at Freddy's, right? But it's Biden telling it?
None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that's...
It is FNAF. All I have to do is read a fucking title, chat. All I have to do is read a title. Why can't I do that? You know, it's interesting. right? It does sound like a pump and dump. There is a lot of talk about the fact that they're purposely trying to tank the value of Unity so that it can be bought, right? So say they tank the value of Unity, right? They sell off shares before they tank the value. They tank the value, then they take everything back and then maybe implement something new that brings all the Unity developers back, right? They purchase it when it's low and they make a whole bunch of money. Or they devalue it and then they get bought out by someone else and then the value goes back up. I'm not sure how that would work because I've not really looked into pump and dump schemes outside of like cryptocurrencies. But CoffeeZilla should do a video on this because I bet there's something to it. Somebody who is smarter than me and knows more about it than me should look into it. Man, catching up's hard. Damn, Jack, be more something. Not good at all. What did Jack say? Assassin? Wait, not good at all. But this one's one of my favorites. Well, if he says he's good, I'm lying and everyone says I'm bad. What's going on? I'm super confused. I've seen this before. I've actually seen that before. All right, we only got one more link. Hold up.
I cannot hold it in anymore. I just wanna, you know.
I've been listening to a lot of these lately. Like, I actually recognize this song. Oh, it's Need for Speed 4 High Stakes. Yeah, I was going to say, I actually recognize this song. I was doing some work earlier listening to this exact video because I love, like, the old jungle music from the 90s, especially, like, the old PlayStation era, you know? Need for Speed always had really good songs. Up until recently, the last couple releases, they have, like, one or two songs I like. Otherwise, I'm not a fan, you know? But the old school ones... You can also like find some cool old Amon Tobin tracks for like Splinter Cell. I think he did the Chaos Theory soundtrack, right? Amon Tobin Chaos Theory. Yeah, he did. Yeah. And he did a remaster of it, if I remember right. But whenever I want to feel like I'm a spy, like I'm deep behind enemy lines disguised, you know, I'm about to use a garrote wire to strangle this guy. You know, it's this music that comes to mind every time. Although I don't think this is jungle. I think this is this genre is called Ninja Tune, right? Named after a label. Yeah, Ninja Tune, formed in 1990 by duo Matt Black and John Moore of Cold Cut, has established itself as the world's leading blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal, dude. You know that's gonna get like remixed. Isn't there like a Rooster Tool Scream? Can I find this? Yeah, Rooster covers The Grudge by Tool. What's insane is he really does do this scream. Like Maynard really does hold that note. Tool, Grudge, Scream. Hopefully not a meme, but the actual scream. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for that. I wish I could find the exact timestamp because it is insane how long he holds that note. Damn, I don't want to get in trouble. I would get in trouble for for playing it. US asks for help finding missing F-35 fighter jet after pilot ejects during mishap. The jet was left in autopilot mode, so there's a possibility it could still be airborne somewhere over South Carolina, a spokesperson said. Wow. Wait, did I miss a thing? Oh, dude, there's just so much stuff coming in right now. I don't already saw that. Already saw that. That's new. That's new. I've never played Fat Man, but oh yeah, this is groovy though. Who remixed bird sounds to make this work? That's insane. I'm sorry, I don't have enough X for this remix. I mean, you guys have seen like the dog beatbox, right? Phew, I think I might be sick. I don't feel good. People are insane. I already love the little piano. Yeah. Oh, that's jazzy as fuck. This has like 60s, 70s prog rock, jazz fusion kind of vibe that I really dig. Makes me think of like Yes. I just wish the bass is more prominent. Okay, what do we got here? So much stuff.
Butter dog, the dog with the butter, butter dog.
Butter dog.
The dog with the butter, dog with the butter dog. Butter dog, the dog with the butter, butter dog.
Room rats. These.
I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room.
Man, after I first saw this, it just was rent free in my head for forever. Anytime any word like rubber, room, rats, crazy popped up in my head, it would immediately start playing every single time. I don't know why. It did. Got stuck in my head. I want to know about this F-35 though. Yeah, did they ever figure it out? No, this is today? Wow. What? No. Continue without supporting. Yeah, and I can't. A U.S. fighter jet, here, let's help you guys out. A U.S. fighter jet's stealth abilities appear to be working too well, with authorities forced to ask the public for help finding the F-35 that went missing somewhere over South Carolina when the pilot ejected because of a mishap. Wow, they still haven't found it? The messed up thing about this is it could probably travel incredibly far. What's up, dude? How goes it? We're laughing about the F-35 going missing in the United States. I really want to play Pizza Tower. It looks like a fun game, dude. Why does this like evoke so much emotion? It's like the Phantom of the Opera sitting alone at an organ in an abandoned cathedral. Oh, but wait. He's got a buddy that plays bass. Yeah, the trailer was amazing. The trailer had me like, okay, you know? All right, but I don't want to get in trouble. Dude, I wish I knew why I felt bad. I feel like weak and shaky. I might need to like eat. I bet you have low blood sugar if I had to guess. I saw this shared somewhere else. Where have I seen this before? Did you share this in Discord? Oh, I've got... I swear I've seen this C:\\\. And I don't mean in Windows Explorer, for those that try to pull that. I feel like this was in Discord. Hang on. Oh, I listened to this the other day. Where the hell did I see this? All right, I'm gonna have to watch this, but any cool new artwork? That is still just sick. I switched browser to Vivaldi, pretty good, not gonna lie. Not just another Chromium reskin. I use Brave on every machine but this. And I actually like Brave's search engine. It's not bad. On Linux, I use Qt browser and Brave. Just depends on the situation. But this is actually pretty good drum and bass. What's going on here? Bro, I do like Firefox, but I encountered some issues with Firefox on Linux a couple of years ago that actually led me back to Chrome. Led me back to Chrome. And what it was a little earlier on in the streaming space, not like Twitch, but like Netflix and stuff. I think it was like Netflix, Hulu, and that was pretty much it at the time. There was no Disney Plus yet or anything like that. They used Silverlight for Netflix, and it was incompatible with Linux. But if you got not Chromium, but the Chrome browser on Linux, you could still watch Netflix. And it was the only way on Linux that I could watch Netflix without using like a virtual machine or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just use Chrome for this. But then I found myself like, oh, I've got to look up a thing, but I'm already watching a television show. And eventually I just like readopted Chrome, which is annoying, but that's how it happened. Firefox is kind of development wise. Firefox supports something Chrome doesn't. Chrome and even Safari support something. Yeah. I do like Firefox though. You know, I haven't actually checked. But I only have one Linux machine that's 1080p. I don't have like 2K or anything, but I'll check. But yeah, I know I actually want a powerful laptop because I want to be able to take a laptop with me places. 1 second. And stream from other places, like from a coffee shop or whatever. Also, if you notice, the rubber bits were tore off by the guy who owned this before me, and I wasn't able to repair it with Windows. I don't know why, but every time I tried to repair it and put Windows back on it, it would break again. So I'm like, listen, I'm going to put Elementary on this for a while, just so that you can use it for, like office related stuff. And then they bought a new laptop and they're like, hey, I'll sell you this laptop for $100. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Because I use Linux all the time, so no big deal. 720p. It's a 720p laptop. But I love it with my little goofy sticker. It came with the dent. You can see it in the right light. But this is a brushed steel shell. So it's like the bottom is unfortunately plastic, but anyway. I've since updated it. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a terabyte solid state drive in it. So it gets work done, but it's not high quality. I would love to have a 4K monitor that had a high enough FPS that I could use it for work and for gaming, but they're expensive and I can't afford it right now. In fact, I'm running into a work-related issue. Let me just bitch for a second because apparently it's all I do. All I do is bitch anymore. My friend is moving to my house where I work, but because our schedules conflict, they're cutting me 8 hours this coming week, I think it is, right? Which I don't like. That hurts me. It's like $280, something like that, $240 that they're going to short me. And that's the paycheck that goes in before rent. And in order to fix that, they're moving me to another house, which I don't want to do because in my field, it's incredibly stressful. If you take care of developmentally disabled people who have behavioral issues, and you're not familiar with those behavioral issues, you can read about them on a piece of paper, but you don't know them, right? And a big part of my job is recognizing antecedent behavior. So what does the person do before they engage in those bad behaviors? So let's say a person engages in physical aggression, like they'll punch you in the face, right? Almost always there's a tell. There's something they do before you get punched in the face. And if you learn to recognize those things that happen before, you can avoid getting punched in the face, right? But if you don't know any of them personally, if it's like your first weekend, first couple of days working with them, two things happen. One, they test you to see what you're willing to do. Like, how much can I get away with? Will I get all the free snacks, you know? And two, you don't know any of their behaviors. So you just get punched in the face. That's, you know, if they're prone to that. And I'm not speaking specifically to my current situation in the house I'm going to. I doubt that will happen. But it's very stressful because you're always like, is this something I should be looking at? Is this person about to escalate into something, you know? And it happened right after where I work finally stabilized. We've got good staff. We've got good clients. Everybody knows everybody really well. We know all their behaviors. We know their likes. We know what's important to them and important for them. And we're able to provide those things. So everybody's happy. And it's like, oh no, there's too much stability. Oh my God, the staff are happy with their current work situation. No one is calling in and all the clients are super stoked because they love the staff. No, we can't have that. We cannot have that. We need to put someone new in there that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And then we need to move the knowledgeable staff somewhere where they don't know what the hell they're doing. So we have two houses full of shit. And that's the current situation I'm dealing with. And it's just like, man, I have to look for another job, but I have to manage my sister's doctor appointments. Like, my sister's doctor appointments are always going to be between Monday and Friday. And when you start at a new place, especially in the States, especially in the state that I work in, where they can just fire you for any reason, they don't have to have an excuse. They actually have to demonstrate prejudice if you want to get them in trouble for firing you. So say you're a Wiccan and they're like, that person is batshit crazy. They think they're a witch. We're going to fire them for being a witch. As long as they don't say we're firing so-and-so for being a witch. As long as they're like, your work just isn't up to par, they could fire you for whatever and they can't do anything, right? Which means that if I go and try to get a new job, I'm going to have to call in all the time in order to manage doctor appointments. Now, they are getting fewer and farther between, but employers around here hate that. So when I go into an interview and I explain that, are they going to hire the person that doesn't have to deal with doctor appointments and random call-ins, or the person that does? And so it makes my employability a little bit lower. So I'm a little stressed out right now trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. And I'm just tired of being kind of a wage slave. I'm not really a fan of being at the whim of people that at the very least don't care about me, obviously, you know? Like, I could say, I could get really dirty if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say, you know, as an owner of a business that generates a lot of income, a single employee is not that important. And that's true across the board for whatever business you're in. And knowing that is a pain in the ass for me because I just want stable income. you know. Anyway, that's my bitch for right now, because I would love to get like fancy monitors and upgrade the PC, especially with the issues that I've been having here recently, and I'm not going to be able to do that anytime soon. I've got to work out real life really quick. So back to the memes. Dude, if I ran a business, I would be like the best boss. I've had two people, because I've been a boss. I've had two people be like, dude, you're the best boss I ever fucking had. Because of two things. One, you lead by example. You don't sit on your ass and then expect everybody to work around you. And two, you're really, really forgiving when we need something. You were willing to change my schedule when I was going back to college, or when my sister got sick, or when I got sick with COVID, or whatever. So yeah, I did pretty well. Wait, is this you, Apterus? Wait. Okay, I am subscribed. You have to click that bell icon, chat. It's very important. You need to understand. Not on my YouTube. Please don't do that on my YouTube. That'd be a terrible idea. Just go to Apterus, subscribe to him, and stop watching me. Is that person dead or just drunk? Is that person dead or just drunk? Oh, just refuse to move? You need to monetize this video, bro. You need to monetize this video, and then you need a very clickbaity thumbnail. In fact, what I would recommend at the very least is change the thumbnail on this. Just because somebody who this has been suggested to, who hasn't clicked on it, is more likely to click on it if the thumbnail is different. Just if it's different, they're like, wait, what? I vaguely remember this, but this doesn't, you know? You should definitely do that. Maybe you can eke out like 500,000 views and monetize it, and you'd make like $500. Be sick. Oh, me too, dude. I've been thinking a lot about like trying to monetize Twitch. Just go ahead and become a Twitch affiliate and jump through all those hoops. And I really, really don't want to, but there are huge benefits to that. Like, I have to admit that there are pretty big benefits. Just like working with bits, having custom emojis and things like that, you know. You can have a lot of fun with it, but I hate being beholden to a platform. I'm not really a fan of that idea. Okay, wait. I need to make sure Aptris makes good videos. Here's a song of my Twitch viewers made. That's sick. Hang on. I'm catching up on all these. Wait. All right. Because I don't want to miss anything. So your viewers made this? This is actually sick. Oh. Have a good night, Jack. Don't worry, Jack. I'll let you know when I do below zero, and I will be doing it sometime soon. I just don't know exactly when. Also, before you go, do you have any memes you would like to share? Do we have any memes in here from Jack? Let's send Jack off with a meme. Come on, boys. We can do it. Memes. Look for Jack. Jack? Just why? Why? Wait. I want to see that meme. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, come on. There's got to be... There we go. All right. Oh, I've seen this one. No, you haven't shared any. Instead, let's watch the meme that Jack reacted to with why. I'm probably going to get in trouble for this.
37. 38. I'm sucking on it and I realize, look at my arm compared to this. This thing is...
Jesus Christ. Dude, we're all going to hell, bro. Both brain cells are hard at work screenshotting. I love when cats do the tongue thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Colocar fogo, né? A gente joga pedaço de papel. Ó, vocês estão vendo fogo e agora
Don't do it. Oh, dude, you will hurt your hand doing that. You can really hurt your hand doing this. I have a bad feeling about it. Oh, I love this, like... Bro, all Sisyphus needed to do is live stream, bro. If he just live streamed, he'd be like, all right, boys, today we're going to try a new technique on rolling this ball up a hill. And it'd get like 1 million views. The song's name is Me and the Birds Duster. Yeah, I've heard it 1 million times. I didn't know what it was called. MFers will spend $1 trillion inventing a stealth aircraft, only to say, oops, we can't find it. The military asks for everyone's help that lives within the circle to find the F-35B. I'm sure that 4chan's already found it. And also, where I live is in this. Holy shit. Wouldn't it be some shit if the stream ended early because it crashed into my apartment? That would get 1 million views, I'm sure. If the F-35 crashes into my apartment, even if I die, I need you guys to clip it, okay? Hang on. No, all I found was a cat. What's up, buddy? What's up? You sleepy? You look real sleepy. I love that cat. I think I've seen this before. Wait. Yeah, I have. I've seen. So you just clipped this video? Wait.
Katsottiin, että autoteillä joku mutkittelee ja sitten jätti sen lähemmäs, niin sinnehän tämmönen isäntä ajeli keskellä ajokaistaa ihan mutkille pyörälle ja takapuoli paistoi niin reilusti yli puolen väliin. Pitäisikö me vähän kysellä kuulumisia? Päivää! Pitkä matka. Mene sinne
Drunk noises.
seuraavasta risteyksestä tuonne pyörätien puolelle. No niin, nyt kato. Suunta oikea, mutta...
Dude, in the United States, it would be like, get down on the ground now. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Se holtitonta, että tietenkin jos ollut niinku halu se pyssäyttää ja sanoa, että taluttaa tuossa kunnossa pyörää. Sieltä se tullut. Hei! Pyssäytä! Pyssäytä! Ei voi!
Are they gonna chase him?
Ei kertaakaan. Ei tuo ois pysähtynyt muuta kuin piikkimatolla.
The only way to stop would have been a spike strip.
Meidän puolesta tavoite on saavutettu, eli saatiin tämä
Moving the slot machine off the main road? Jesus Christ.
vävypoka aineesta.
I always imagine that Finland just looks overcast all the time. Is that a fair assessment? I feel like this is just what, this is midday. This is what noon looks like. I've never actually lived anywhere where it was like that except... Oh, that would be creepy. You know the guy who designed OpenAI has a blue backpack that he carries with him? That blue backpack is a kill switch to the servers that run OpenAI in the event that it begins to act erratically and in a way that it wasn't originally programmed to. He can just, at the press of a button, done. That's creepy. Oh, I guess you're right, it would be because... Yeah, it's creepy when I found that out. There is... I wonder if I can robot voice song about space travel. There's a meme. Oh, I'm never gonna find it, dude. Damn it. It would be a short, most likely. I found it the other day and I'm like, dude, this is amazing. What is this? When I find it, I'll share it in memes. But it's like someone wrote like a futuristic sea shanty, but about space travel that is sick. Fun fact, that track is recording from 1963, the first time a computer spoke. I didn't know that. TikTok made the computer Daisy Bell thing creepy, but the story is quite wholesome in itself. I saw a sad story about a bear the other day. They put a new bear in the zoo, and none of the other bears liked that bear. So when people were allowed to give the bears treats, the other bears would push him out of the way, and he actually fell quite far into the little ravine between the edge of the encasement where people were throwing food and where the bears were. And this poor thing was like super sad, all by itself, off to the side. And finally someone saw it and tossed it food, and its first reaction was to turn around and make sure there wasn't another bear there about to attack it. And I'm just like, no, this bear deserves love. This bear needs love. The lonely bear. There's also the lonely penguin video. Is so sad. The lonely penguin video is also so sad because I guess the context is that it lost its mate, and they're monogamous for their entire lives. So once it lost its mate, it's just like, fuck it, and walks off to the mountains to commit suicide. How sad.
Unexpected thing happened after a new
All right, let's everybody get sad really quick.
begging for food from the visitors. All the bears were getting food except for him. Suddenly, a bigger bear appeared and pushed him down to the lower ground. He was fine, but his heart pounded with fear and realized he was not welcomed. From
Poor
that
bear.
point on, he stayed in the corner, watching the other bears enjoy their treats, feeling too scared and shy to even ask for one. Until a kind tourist tossed a little treat. He quickly peeked around to make sure the big bear wasn't there. You could see how happy he was by the way he was clapping. If he melted,
Yeah.
subscribe.
I'm not going to subscribe, but I will forever love that bear. This is like me typing one-handed. Do 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 do. Have you guys seen oh God, Hidden Figures? It's a good movie. Yeah. It was hard to read. I want to hear the voice. Yeah. Oh God, the typing drives me crazy though. It's amazing to think they did this in 1961 though. Like that is actually really impressive. What? Oh, here we go. Sure. Dude, it's so unrealistic. And you want to know why that's unrealistic? Because there's no way in hell in the United States you would get a heart transplant without them processing your credit card first. Obviously. They're getting paid. If you guys will give me a second, I'm going to go make, yeah, 10K is actually kind of cheap. I'm going to go make a milkshake really quick. I feel a little bit like peckish. So I'm thinking that maybe if I get something in my system, I'll feel better. So just hold tight. I'll be back in a minute, okay? I need to go to a doctor, chat. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have not felt well for like the last 3 weeks. And it finds me every now and then. It's like, oh, you're feeling mildly good? Put an end to that. God, I hope this, yeah, it is. Have to do that off camera because someone will clip it and then make a perverted meme about it. Ha 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 ha. What's up? Okay. What we got going on? What's Moomin? What? Moomin Rider?
Hey. Get the fuck out of here. Hey.
I actually love this meme. It's good to see you, Alfred. I was talking about tiling window managers and stuff earlier. Moomin. I remember. I gotta be careful. I'll get in trouble with the YouTubes over this. Oh, I'm tired. Feel rough. I like to complain a lot. Meh. 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 Was I talking about tiling window managers? Oh yeah, there's like a really good cheat sheet, like a table of all the different tiling window managers and the features that they have. Which is actually a big reason why I ended up moving from Xmonad to DWM for forever there. Let's see. Also, Titan 2. What? Titanfall 2 got revived. They fixed the server problems and added... What? You're kidding. Because I have Titanfall 2. So I had it on like PlayStation 4 once upon a time. And loved it. Was good at it too. Not great, but I was good at it. Wasn't able to come back to it till like years later on PC, and it was already dead. I was so sad. Oh.
Fixed Titanfall 2. Apparently this game has been busted on PC for years, but a patch went live and the matchmaking works again, and I'm pretty hyped to try out this game again. It released in 20...
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to ignore you, Alfred. Made by a lovely lady named Tuv Janssen. I checked it out. What I like about i3 is how quickly I was able to adjust to it and make... Yeah, i3 does have a low skill floor. And I mentioned that earlier in the video. I was like, there's nothing wrong with i3 being simple to set up and use at all. Because if I remember right, it's like a basic scripting language, right? It's like a clear text configuration. Yeah, I was complaining that like Xmonad, you have to learn Haskell. Stump, you have to learn Lisp. I mean, you don't have to learn all of it, obviously. Dusk and DWM, you have to use C. And that's a real pain in the ass, especially for people who are new to it. It's like, why should I have to learn how to write a convoluted C configuration file just to, you know? But that said, there are features that different window managers have. And the two big ones that come to mind are how they handle multiple screens, if you have a multiple screen setup, and window swallowing. They're probably not the biggest ones, but they're the ones that are most readily apparent. You know, the fact that Dusk and DWM, which are one's a fork of the other, have window swallowing by default is so nice, especially if you're on a single monitor setup. But it also has to do with how it treats desktops in relation to multiple windows. The DT from DistroTube actually had a video on it. And I almost exclusively use tiling window managers on single monitors, so that was never a problem for me. But the window swallowing was something that I had to implement with like a patch in Xmonad because I use a single monitor. I don't want all my real estate taken up by a command line interface I'm not using, you know? Full screen is also a thing that breaks on some tiling window managers, which is super annoying. DWM, in my opinion, is very, very bad at handling full screen for videos. It doesn't like it. I don't know why, but I've had a couple of implementations, and often if I go full screen, it will fill the defined window completely, but it won't fill the monitor, which is obnoxious.
16, I think at a bad time it was in between Battlefield 1 and the Call of Duty at the time, which I think was Infinite Warfare. But man, look at this. How cool.
I'm definitely playing Titanfall 2 when I get off stream today. Well, if I feel better.
What is this?
I have got to figure out why I've been feeling bad lately. I know you guys can probably tell. Getting off streams early, I'm showing up late to them. I'm bitching and complaining about how I feel when I get on. Something is going on. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to exercise more. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe if I got in the habit of exercising before stream again, I would feel better.
This is the attrition game mode.
Dude, I don't blame you. I love Titanfall. The problem is, when I played on PlayStation, I played early in and I did pretty well. When I played on PC, it was later on and it had already kind of died. So I ended up in a situation where everybody that played alongside me was way better than me and it was a miserable experience.
That's before I started playing. Oh my god. And there's like 22,000 people on Steam playing it. Woo. Oh, that Kraber.
Yeah, i3 is really good. Awesome is really good too if you've never used it.
It's also
I have a feeling that like the two closest would be like Awesome and i3. It's one thing to be trash. It's another thing to be so trash you can't enjoy yourself. I've ran into that problem with older games where the people that are left on servers are all people who are ridiculously good and everybody else has moved on to other games. And then you're trying to learn the game with, you know, all these people who are ridiculously high level, have unlocked everything, understand like all these secret texts and stuff. You're so out of the loop that you can't do anything. And that doesn't make a fun play experience, which is actually a pretty good case for skill-based matchmaking. Although, generally speaking, I don't like skill-based matchmaking because pub stomping is so much fun.
Steam right now in a sale. Get yourself a bargain if you haven't played this already. Very good single.
It's just not fun when you're the pub that's getting stomped, you know?
Someone then. I'm sure I saw movement there.
I'm not going to watch this whole video.
He's got the cloak. Look at that. Trying to sneak around the back.
All right, gotta do this off screen.
On the Kraber here, okay. So in this game mode, you
I brought my whole picture.
Also the bots, and the bots get more challenging as the game goes on. And if you perform well, you get.
This looks like controller gameplay.
Titan, or quicker anyway. You see in the bottom left there is 83%. Then I'll be able to call it in.
It's just the hard left and right, up and down. It may be mouse gameplay, and I'm just tripping.
And also, I've got this, the gravel hook. Just so cool. Just a reminder to you guys that this is Source Engine.
He's getting hella headshots, though. Good for him.
Ow. I'm gonna call my Titan in. And when I say Source Engine, I mean the old one. No scope? Ah, I thought I could hit it.
That would have been sick if he had hit it, but... They didn't have cross-play, though, did they? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a series. I've probably talked about this before, but it'd be more of a YouTube series, although I'd stream it too, and it would be separate from my everyday stream if I can ever get the energy to do it. But with all the talk about Unity being a problem, I foresee a lot of improvements coming to open source engines, probably Godot most of all. And I think now is probably a good time if I wanted to sit down and really learn the engine and begin making games. I think that now would be a great time to do it. Sort of jump on the bandwagon, if you will, and live stream my learning progress, and literally have streams where it's like the open source community teaches me to develop games. That's a terrible title, but along those lines, where it's like a community effort to teach a person how to use Godot and to build useful things through game jams. So what I would probably do is do like a basic tutorial. I'm going to stream until everybody trails out. So I'm going to hang out for a while. I had planned on playing a game, but I don't feel particularly well. So I think we can just shoot the shit unless you guys want to see me play something. But I think it would be like I would do some tutorials, reacquaint myself with the documentation and everything, and then find a game jam and just do a series of streams and videos where we do game jams to teach how to actually use Godot and make useful things. Right. Yeah. Like, you get the idea, Captain, right? And I think that would be cool because it would serve two purposes. One is that I would actually learn how to use it, and I need a skill that will make me money, which sounds awful. I hate things being about money, but I do need to make a living. I need to be able to survive. And it would be something that I would actually enjoy doing, but also it would teach other people. Somebody who doesn't know how to use Godot is probably going to learn a lot from those. The problem is I don't know what to do about my health. Right? So I would probably be sitting in this chair playing a video game instead of talking to you guys, which isn't, you know. I do need to figure out how to get insurance and stuff. But like I said, there's so much drama going on with work right now. It's going to be very, very difficult. If I can somehow look out and get another job that will give me weekends like I'm doing now that offers insurance, I will take it. Because I do need insurance. I need to go to a doctor and get checked up, but it would be so exorbitantly expensive that unless I feel like it's life-threatening, I'm probably just gonna not. Part of it too may be depression. I don't like talking about that because a lot of people think that like depression is being sad, but it's more than that. And I've definitely struggled with depression for most of my life. And I'm starting to think that I'm becoming depressed because I mean, it all the symptoms fit, right? Like I'm late to streams. I end them early. My sleep schedule is a mess. I feel bad all the time, and I'm very unmotivated. I'll talk about being motivated, but not actually be motivated. And I'm very sensitive to a thing called seasonal affective disorder, which is when the days start getting shorter. I am very prone to depression, and I recognize that it's a chemical thing. So I don't, oh, woe is me, you know, but I maybe need to buy a therapy lamp. It would help if I ran a therapy lamp through the day that recreates natural sunlight. But then I'm prone to mania, although that might be good for stream. So it's probably a combination of a bunch of different things. Because my diet is actually pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. I eat a lot of veggies. I eat a lot of fruits. I'm not like fast food, hardly ever. Not a whole lot of carbs or anything like that. I could exercise more. That would probably help. I do think that my streams were better when I was going for the 2-hour walks before a stream, because I would build up all this energy and adrenaline, and then I would just take the coldest shower you could possibly take, almost like ice bath. And I just felt so refreshed and energetic for stream. I might start doing that again. But I do think like a devlog thing would be cool. It would be separate. So it'd be like either before stream or after stream would be a whole other stream where I'm just trying to learn how to make games. I do want to take care of myself. And it doesn't matter if I did or didn't because my girlfriend does. My girlfriend rides my ass so much. Oh my God. She is the best person for me. I wish I got to see her more. That's a big part of the depression too, because she's only off on weekends and I only work weekends. I haven't seen her since like mid-August. I still talk to her almost every day, but dude, that's really hard on me. When you have a positively reinforcing person in your life that gives a shit about you, but then you don't get to have very much contact with them, that sucks. Like, I'm good with being by myself. I am kind of a loner. I enjoy having like my place to myself. But yeah, that's just important to me. The problem is there's a good likelihood my girlfriend's going to end up leaving me because I don't take better care of myself. She probably is getting a little tired of me bitching about feeling bad and not making a strenuous effort to correct it. Oh, I don't know that that's going to happen, but it's possible. But yeah, definitely seek out people that are good for you because it is healthy. This tastes so good, by the way. Strawberry, right? It's frozen strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, a banana, 2 scoops of protein powder, and whole milk. Kind of fatty, a lot of sugars in it, but damn, does it taste good. What should we do, chat? I feel like things are getting thin. Let's play some Hearthstone. Oh, yes, sometimes it really does just take another person. I'm really, really good at seeing where people struggle in life, and I'm pretty decent at giving advice, but I don't see it in my own life. Like, I ignore it a lot when it's me. Have you guys heard of like the mom friend, dad friend, grandpa friend trademark? Like this idea that everybody has a friend that behaves like a mom or a dad, you know, or a grandpa always complaining, oh, their back hurts, you know. My girlfriend is definitely like the mom friend because she is the most stabilizing force in her friend group, including with me. And the problem with people like that is they often neglect themselves. I'm not saying my girlfriend does, but they often do. They're often very caring and very helpful of other people, but they neglect themselves in the process of that. Hearthstone is a Unity game, believe it or not. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. Let me check. We saw that meme earlier, but I believe it's true. Unity games. Outer Wilds is Unity. Untitled Goose Game? Bro. I'm not gonna lie, Untitled Goose Game sounds like a lot of fun right now. Do you see this? Google's broken. I'm gonna have to use a different browser. I am. I love the idea of Among Us. And I used to watch Disguised Toast play it all the time. If you guys haven't watched all those old Disguised Toast videos with like Valkyrie and stuff, dude, they're fucking hilarious. They are so funny. Oh, I'll check this in a minute. That's work related. But dude, they are so funny. I'm not going to look them up right now. But yeah, Hearthstone, Untitled Goose Game. I wonder, how expensive is Untitled Goose Game? Because it's not a very serious, you know, something we can goof around with. Speaking of which, I still haven't fixed Dave. Sorry, Dave. But he does join me for streams, so there's that. Subnautica 2? That's sad. Here's the thing, like, if you're just a hobbyist making games for fun, you're fine right now. The thing that you have to worry about are the broader implications of what's going on. But if you're making under $200,000 a year, you're not going to have to worry about this install thing. And it's still a really good learning opportunity. So even if you do ultimately want to move to something else, a lot of game engines use C#. It's $10. I'm tempted, bros. Can I find this on Twitter? Search Godot. No. There was a huge post. Let me see if I can find this. Godot. CO. Why can't I spell tweet? Yeah, it's this guy. Pretty sure. Yep. He posted a thing, but it's probably been days ago now, so it's buried. But he was asking the community what it was that he needed to implement in order to help them transition from Unity to Godot. And some of the big ones was better C# integration, a better asset store, and there was a third thing, but I don't remember what the third thing was. But the fact that he's actually actively trying to help people... Oh, consoles. The fact that he's actually actively trying to help Unity developers is amazing. Wait. Is it for school? Also, how'd your test go, dude? I'm assuming it went well. Oh, it's 50% off. Hang on. I think I get paid tomorrow. Wait, if I get paid tomorrow, I'm definitely getting Untitled Goose Game, boys. It was easy except for the part where I thought the guy was saying whore. Wait, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? I'm so confused. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Godot fanboy. I am. I'm sorry. I remember installing Unity, Unreal, and Godot back in the day and playing around with them, which I didn't get very far. But I was playing around with them. And I remember it took almost an entire day to get Unreal and Unity installed. And then when I installed Godot, it was like a 10-second download and it was done. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I completely understand that it's not for... There are other open source options as well. In fact, I think there is like a weird... there is a game engine that was developed by someone who left Unity and they wanted a Unity-like engine. And I think it was in a video from Games from Scratch that mentioned it, but I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember what it was called. If I did, I would tell you, but I don't remember what it was. And a big part of it is that Godot uses a node-based system with signals. So you sort of have a hierarchy and signals move one way, right? And what's the other path? There's signals, I think, go up the chain, and there's something that goes down the chain, but I don't remember what. But it is very different from the other engines I played with. So I completely understand. So wait, if my last payroll was on the 5th, then tomorrow I get paid. Yes, if I get paid tomorrow, I'm getting Untitled Goose Game 50% off, boys. Hold up. I don't know that I'm playing it today, but I've wanted to play it for forever, so why not, you know? Let's see. Agree. Nobody can see any of this? Yep, we're good. It's easy except for the part where the guy was saying whore, hole, holler. Oh, I see. Unreal is too heavy. Godot seems good, but a bit odd coming from Unity. Next test is on the 21st. I have health education. Then straight after that, I have qualifyings for the CTF tournament in Estonia. That's going to be sick. Is that going to be like streamed, or are there going to be YouTube videos of it? Because I want to see it. Wait. Did my headphones die? Also, why do I recognize this? I recognize this. What is this? What DAW is this? Oh man, so sick. Oh, it might be. Bro, sick. I remember... I have no idea if this will work because it will probably break OBS. But I remember there was a trick where is it? I'm looking for keys, which keys does not sound good, by the way. Yeah, audio is not going to work. I hope it doesn't mess with the stream. I had a feeling audio wouldn't work because I haven't rigged it up so that it will work on stream. That is a bummer. I've got no audio, and it's because of OBS. I've never rigged up OBS so that you guys could hear it while I'm streaming. But there is this trick you could do if you want more realistic sounding piano. And what you do is you you can pick a scale, for instance, right? So let's say C major. And then what you want to do is you want to, oh God, it's been so long since I've used this. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to be able to demonstrate it because it's been so long since I've used this. Control C, V. Yep. Yeah, please stop being weird. The last time I used FL Studio, it was 10. I haven't really had a chance to play with this too much here lately. hang on. Right. So now you have like a C major scale. Let's expand that out. Go away. Let's cut this. And then all you have to do is you have to decide which is left hand and which is right hand. You delete the notes in between. So like you have an area for left hand, left hand, and an area for right hand. And then you actually use this slice tool to cut across. You cut diagonals. And what this will end up doing is it will make naturalistic sounding arpeggios for the right hand. And you literally just cut up and down like this. And if you want to, you can then use quantize to clean up the time signature of it. I wanted to demonstrate it, but I can't get any audio, so it won't work. But I remember learning that and playing with it, and you will come up with the craziest sounding arpeggios you could ever possibly imagine just using a cut tool, like just totally cheating. But you have to be careful about how many notes you play at a given time and where those notes are, because you do only have two hands if you want to make it sound like. Yeah, I do actually. I use Spitfire. That's interesting. Yeah, I do. I use Spitfire. I have it. Spitfire audio. Sure enough. Of course, sure. Of course it needs to install. Yes. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of like little instruments and stuff from Spitfire. Spitfire audio is actually pretty sick. I wonder if it will show the list though. The last time I brought it up, yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have all these. Yep. Yep, these are all the ones that I have. I even have the no, it's not this one. The Gaelic singing that sounds like a Gregorian chant, because I was like, damn, that sounds cool. No, Spitfire is awesome. I haven't played with FL Studio in so long. I really haven't. I shouldn't be demonstrating shit on it because I'm so out of the loop. The last time I used FL Studio consistently was like 2011, 2012. So it's been like 11 years. But I got it in case I wanted to ever relearn it. You know what I mean? Back in the day, what I would use for piano, though, was Addictive Keys. And Addictive Drums was good for naturalistic sounding drums. Did I already watch this? I did. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that also has just moved. So I'm what little muscle memory I have left will have me looking for a feature somewhere where it no longer is, which is kind of aggravating. But yeah, there's a lot of things about FL Studio now that's really, 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 really fucking nice to the point that it almost feels like cheating, which it already sort of did. Maybe one day I will actually sit down and try to try to get it set up so that I can play with it on stream, and we'll just make really terrible beats. Be a lot of fun. Like, all right, chat, I need you to send me a sample. You know, it's like, I was going to say it's like a child crying or something. It's like, all right, we got to make this our lead synth. What do we do? This reminds me a lot of Ultra Kill for some reason. That reminds me of... Oh, one second. Industrial Rock Cell... What is the name of the damn band? What is the name of the band? Cell Dweller, I think. Cell Dweller. Yeah, that song that you just sent reminds me of Cell Dweller a lot. If you've never heard Cell Dweller, they've been around for forever. Which I'm not a big fan of Cell Dweller. They almost are like too clean. There's not a lot of rawness there. But they make pretty cool, like, they make like pretty cool kind of like EDM metal rock. Starlight. I wonder if that dooga 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 is gonna get louder. Oh yeah, it's a low pass. Have you ever seen that video where the guy's like, I love sneaking farts into the drop and no one ever notices? This actually is pretty tight. Did you guys ever watch Bish? I think his name, Bishu? Yeah, I like watching this guy make music. He's pretty good. He makes a lot of dubstep EDM style stuff, but he knows Ableton very, 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 very well. But I gotta find this. Farts drop EDM. Please tell me it's somewhere in here. Yeah.
Okay, so I made another fart edit. Because I just can't stop. This one's really good. Way more obvious though. We'll see if anyone notices. Look at the name of it.
Goosebumps when you fart. It's just like, bro, you know those people are blasted out of their mind, though. They have no idea what's going on. They're totally oblivious to the fact that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would love to spend more time in FL Studio and relearn it and get more acquainted with it. I knew the software pretty well, but I was never really a good musician. Do you know what I mean? Because of that, I don't know that I'm going to be able to like get very far. I'm curious how long it takes to get through Untitled Goose Game. That song was? Oh, that would be sick, dude. That would be sick background music. That is actually, I'd be like, damn, okay. I'd feel like we're in that Matrix dance scene. Yeah, no, not this one. The dance club scene. This is what it feels like to go to a disobey conference. God, this is so aged now. We got Rob Zombie's Dracula playing in the background and shit. About 3 hours in length. If you're a gamer that strives to see all aspects of the game, it might be 6 hours. 3 hours is pushing it a little bit. I've only got about 2 hours left in the stream. Oh, I've seen this before. Oh, YouTube's going to get mad about this. I feel it. I've seen it. Discombobulate. Dude, it's so dangerous, by the way, to do that. Clapping people's ears like that, you can burst their eardrums, and then their vestibular sense goes, and they can't balance anymore. I had a friend who went into like amateur UFC, I think it was called WFC, and he won a fight against a bigger guy doing that. He got like held down to the ground and didn't know what else to do, so he just started clapping the guy's ears over and over again, and it disoriented the dude so much he was able to get his back, rear naked choke, guy submitted, he won the fight. I was like, damn, okay. let's just do permanent damage to someone's hearing. I don't think you could get away with that now. This would have been like 2009 or something. What was I gonna do? This reminds me of the Brad Pitt Snatch fight. Definitely going to get in trouble for this. So I'm gonna mute it so that they hopefully don't notice it. If I remember right, he was supposed to take a fall in this fight, but he's actually ridiculously good. Oh, it's weird, it being completely silent. So we're just going to turn it off and on a couple times. Throw off YouTube so it doesn't know what's going on. If you guys haven't seen Snatch, it's a fun movie. Here, let me skip forward a little bit. Yeah. Please don't get me in trouble, YouTube. It's just a movie clip. Calm down. And it's just over. He just let himself get his ass kicked that whole fight and then just fucks the dude up. But no, this is a fun movie. I don't remember who directed this. Guy Ritchie. Yeah, that sounds about right. The only dude that tries to be Quentin Tarantino and kind of pulls it off. Guy Ritchie films are good if you like Tarantino. Tarantino films are the battle, guys. Oh well. What now, chat? What do we do? What do we do? I need more memes or something. What do we talk about? Oh. Check general. Okay. You know what? Honestly, after drinking that milkshake, I do feel better. I probably did have low blood sugar. I just didn't take care of it because I didn't eat a meal before stream. It's Discord. Oh, did I tell you I had like a bunch of blue screen errors? Last night, I accidentally turned my computer on. I meant to turn the laptop on, and I was just on autopilot because I was getting off of work. And I turned the main machine on. Blue screen, paging error, restarts. Blue screen, paging error, restarts. Blue screen, paging error, restarts. Attempting to repair. Would you like to restore? Restore. Paging error, restarts. Would you like to go through advanced options? It was weird. I'd never really fixed it. I also don't know why Discord's being weird. Is it because Discord is on in the background? I bet that's what it is. There we go. Oh, dude. Wait, this is PewDiePie? No. PewDiePie now has a split, really? That's interesting because didn't PewDiePie have his own shitty keyboard? He had a real estate. Does he talk about it? Yeah. You, dude. I love Glarses. Glarses is so great.
The greatest keyboard of all time.
Oh, PewDiePie.
Moved to Japan. I didn't know that they. Well, that actually kind of makes sense because they're using a different keycap set.
Keyboard and a mouse that I didn't buy because I don't care about mouse. Now, naturally, as a 19 plus 2-year-old, I was pretty interested. And by interested, I meant I rushed to the nearest internet browser, flipping, slammed in the website, mashed in my bank account details.
I never noticed that. Hang on.
Slammed in
That's an Ergo keyboard. I never noticed that.
the website, mashed in my bank account details, and sat waiting patiently for the board to arrive.
Glarses makes the best keyboard content. Just period, in my opinion. Hypotech is okay. Isn't there one called like Click Clack or something like that? Custom keyboard. I mean, there's a couple of really great builders. That's different. Yeah, Hypotech. It's not QWERTY. Wow, Switch and Click. That's the other one. Yeah, The only video from Hypotech I really, really liked was him talking about how his favorite keyboard was not a traditional mechanical keyboard with the MX style switches, that it was Nick's switches, if I remember right. And he was like, I love this thing. I hate to admit it because I build all these mechanical keyboards and I give advice on like what switches you can try and what keycaps you can try, blah, blah, blah. But it's not a mechanical keyboard at all. That's my favorite. Glarsis, on the other hand, he's the memer. Like he is just hilarious. He's just a hilarious guy. And he also is he avoids giving direct opinions on things. Right. Glarsis will straight up be like, yeah, I don't have a favorite switch, so you suck. This was the keyboard I was trying to share with you guys, and I couldn't remember what it was called.
Constant is change.
I have a feeling these switches feel terrible.
To adapt, to feel and respond, to elevate the
right? Like this has to feel bad to type on.
To be in motion.
Cool concept, but I feel like it would feel terrible to type on.
To speak a universal.
You can't put little like LCD screens in each keycap and it not be a miserable experience to actually type on. I still have to build using those switches you sent me. And I still have to sell the fucking keycaps. I'm never going to do it, man.
The flux keyboard.
That's another thing, is that it would eat a massive amount of power.
Paradigm. The flux keyboard combines the tactility and speed of a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, but how many times have we heard that? How many times have we heard, like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. It feels just like the best mechanical keyboard you've ever typed on. You know, like with PewDiePie, literally saying the same shit.
With the adaptability of a touchscreen.
Do the keycaps touch? Is that how that works? So it's not even actually a switch? It's like a haptic, not haptic, but
automatically switches.
Oh god, I forgot the word.
To reveal the most relevant keyboard shortcuts and fully customizable macros for any software or in any language.
See, now that is actually handy. It recognizing what application you're using and providing for you the most relevant shortcuts for that particular application is actually kind of nice. But I bet you it doesn't work half the time.
Select any background image, video, or an interactive style which reacts to your actions. All rendered on an embedded processor, allowing compatibility with any computer. The display.
I'm sure it's compatible with any computer, but what is it? How does it interact? So like if I'm in Linux, is it going to know that I'm, I don't know, using Kden Live in Linux and it's going to queue up a bunch of shortcuts for Kden Live? Like I have a feeling it won't. I have a feeling that its compatibility with Mac and Windows will be so far superior to Linux that
is visible through a set of transparent.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Allowing for fully adjustable actuation and rapid trigger functionality for gaming.
It doesn't work with Temple OS, yeah.
These key switches are all contained within a modular keyframe, which can be swapped.
So it's a touch screen. It is a touch screen. And the switch frame is what triggers the presses.
Between tactile keys.
That is cheating. I was about to be really impressed that they have like LCD screens on each key. No, they don't. It's just an LCD screen. I could probably take just about any touch screen I have and rig up something similar to this, actually. Go out and 3D print or like cut acrylic, you know?
For typing and linear keys for gaming.
Wait.
Which can be swapped instantly between tactile keys for typing and linear.
Okay, I thought they were implying that there were other formats, like could I force this into, you know, ortholinear, columnar or something? That would be neat, but...
Up to 4 modules can be added to the keyboard to enhance your productivity and creativity.
1,000,000% for 18 easy payments of 39,362. You too can own this keyboard. Yeah, that would definitely be an issue. I think you're right about that. A new top panel that is ortho screen. Could adjust. I don't know. I don't know what I think about this. Like, I want to be impressed by it, but it's too good to be true, you know?
Wheel and transparent rocker switch for precise control. The triple dial module enables volume mixing or adjusting multiple variables.
Ow, my leg itches. Hang on.
And the triple key module makes important functions instantly available.
If it had... It would depend. It would definitely depend. Something that is like very macro dependent or very hotkey dependent might be kind of handy. I found that even when I set up like custom shortcuts for Photoshop, it's a good example. I often forget how I set those shortcuts up on the macro keys, like on the I have the one-handed, keyboard. Having something that shows a symbol of what it is to remind me would actually be nice because of how dumb I am. And if it had like built-in support for like Stream Deck support, where you could do all your Stream Deck actions, that would be kind of neat. But like my macro pad is actually kind of a pain in the ass to use, to the point that I stopped using it. I just use a full keyboard now. It didn't help that much, because there are so many shortcuts that I need access to that I have to map multiple layers. And then I forget which layer that particular thing is on. And I could never settle into a workflow that felt comfortable that wasn't on a full keyboard for something like Photoshop specifically.
An interface design.
What I'm describing isn't a fault of the macro pad. It's a fault of my memory. Oh, layer 3, this particular key, say, centers the canvas on my screen. Layer 2, this particular key flips it horizontally. Layer 4, this particular key inverts the color. You see what I'm saying? Like it becomes cumbersome, as opposed to just using the actual keyboard shortcuts on a full keyboard without the need for more than 2 layers. So having something that reminds you what it is actually would be handy, but that's the only benefit I see of this, is something that says, hey, this is copy, hey, this is center, hey, this is flip horizontal, or whatever. That's the only handy thing about this. And I feel like you could achieve this without the need for the acrylic keypad over top of it. Like you could just design an application that's a touchscreen and have it nearby. Because that's all this is a touchscreen with a piece of acrylic over top of it. That's all it is. There was something we were talking about before this, and I already forgot what it was. Oh, but anyway, I do need to build another keyboard. That is pretty high on my list. I've wanted to do it for a long time. Like, I really, really want to build another keyboard just because it's fun. But I have to get the camera set up so that I can do that, and then get all the pieces. You bought your first QMK set? Send me a link. I'm curious. Also, Extra shared something, and we just ignored Extra. I'm coming for you, buddy.
What's the biggest thing you've ever made? The biggest thing I've ever made? Probably Dee's nuts. When Jimmy told me about Dee's nuts, I knew it was going to be huge. When Jimmy first told me about Dee's nuts, I thought he was crazy. I love Dee's nuts. Same. I keep it there on me at all times. These nuts taste so good. It's like this amazing peanut butter chocolate flavor. Nut that. That's good nuts. You have to try these nuts. Go to Feastables.com right now if you want some nuts.
Bro is trying to keep a straight face. Also, this looks sick. Is this meant to look like Tracer from... This is Airsoft, by the way. It reminds me of the gun that Judge Dredd uses. Oh, I see. It flashes a laser when you fire. Ah, that's kind of cool. Oh, I know. I've heard of GMK, and there is a very, very famous set. Is it Alice? Alice, isn't that like the incredibly famous one that everybody tries to knock off? And they also say that they have an excellent sound profile. Like they sound amazing. The only issue is, as far as I know, GMK, Alice is the keyboard layout. What is the name of GMK keycap set? There is a very famous set. I can't remember what it's called. Olivia, thank you. Yes, it's Olivia. You could see why I would be confused by that, though. They're both girls' names. Yes, Olivia. Olivia, that's exactly right. You nailed it. Yep. I hear that they have a great sound profile, but GMK doesn't make anything for columnar, right? There's no like ortho keycap set. They don't exist. Right? So it would be annoying because you could get a bunch of 1-unit keycaps, I guess, and make it work. But yeah, that was a great guess. Holy shit, you nailed it. If somehow your brain understood, oh, he's confused these girls' names. Damn, I was hoping it would load an image because I actually liked the way that these look. Yeah, I love that. I don't know why, but I just love the way those look. Very simple, but very, very nice. They do have some really nice colors too, though. Although no, it is. It's GMK cloned. Yeah, so, or these are all clones. So these aren't actual GMKs, right? These are, I think. Doesn't say they're clones. But anyway. Yeah, I'd love to do another keyboard build just because it's fun to do. Maybe I should put together a list and start piecing together all the things that I need and rig up the setups so that I can do it and then do another keyboard build. But I haven't decided on like a platform that I want to do. There's a couple of things that I've considered. Like for me personally, if I'm going to build a keyboard that I'm going to keep, it's going to be a split columnar build. What specifically, I don't know. Probably not fewer keys, probably more. I know you're a fan of like the ultra small, you know, like the Reviung style. But I'm not as much. I would go for something that is at least 4 rows, not just 3 rows with thumb keys. The problem is that a part of me wants to do a keyboard build that would appease Captain Horse because he is highly critical of all like the layouts and the smaller keyboards. And I've been thinking like, how can you get the best of both worlds, right? And one thing I considered was doing like an XD or an ID 75 build, because you would be able to fit a full keypad and stuff on it fairly easily. He could have all the things he regularly uses in one of these ortho builds. It would be, you know, somewhere in between a full 100% and an ortho linear build. But I also don't think that he would be satisfied with that. And one thing about it is, while it looks really cool having this center column here, hand over hand typing is really hard. Oh, I know. Cap is super, super, I wouldn't say critical, but suspicious. Of our assertions that smaller keyboards are just as useful, especially when you get to know them. Yeah, I've seen this before, yeah. I have seen the lumberjack before. It's Korean flag without any shenanigans, I promise. I too love Pepsi. I think you shared it. It took me a minute, bro. You had me for a second. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with this flag. What are you talking? Oh, shit. You could have put a Nike swoosh in here and I would have missed it. That's so clever. Now it makes me want to look up the actual Korean flags. This Korean flag. Yeah. So similar, dude. So wait, does this say Pepsi? No, I don't think so. I knew the first thing I noticed were these symbols were wrong, but I can't make out what it says if it says anything. No, I didn't learn. No, I'm blind. I don't see it. I can tell that something is wrong, but I don't know what it is. I feel like it has to do with these symbols. I'm just not sure how. We had this joke already? Great. Spelled it wrong. Why can't I spell why can't I spell anything? No, yeah, it does lean like that. Yeah, I don't know. I've missed the joke. Bummer. You got me, bro. Ha, got him. All I see is L. I keep seeing an L. This looks the most wrong. All you need to do is connect the last cryptic what? 1, 1.5, 2, 1.5. I'll... Yeah. Moving on. I have no idea. Yeah, Lumberjack is a really cool looking keyboard. Does it say loss? It doesn't say loss. Yeah, I still don't get it, even with the reference to loss. There is that loss meme, but for whatever reason, that meme has kind of skipped me. I don't know how I got around it without not seeing it. I have a good one. Cap would like it. Let me find it. Corsair makes good keyboards. I do actually like Corsair's products. I like Razer's products, despite what people say. I think Logitech makes decent products too. I think Razer, honestly, if you just want a gaming keyboard, no nonsense, you're not interested in building one, they make good keyboards. They make shitty ones too, but they make good ones, especially the way that their macro system works. I love the way you program macros in Razer because the software is going to come with your keyboard anyway. I don't have one plugged in right now, or I'd show you, but you could go in here and you could assign all sorts of custom macros to it, which are very, very helpful. Dude, that would be funny. This would actually legitimately be funny. A 7x26 ortholinear layout, that would be insane. It's way too much. But yeah, if I could build this, I probably would, dude. That would be fun as hell. There is like an Emacs keyboard. 1 second. Keyboard. I cannot remember what it's called. There is an actual keyboard that was designed for Emacs. Yeah, it looks a lot like this. Yeah, it has a ton of meta keys and stuff to the right and left. What is a good mouse? Man, that depends on you. So things to consider with the mouse, in my opinion, are how do you use the mouse? Are you a palm grip? Are you a claw grip? Or are you a finger grip, right? That will tell you the form factor of the mouse that you want to use. Then after that, it's how good is the polling rate? Does it have adjustable DPI? How many macro keys do you need? Are you good with just 2 buttons on the side of your mouse? Are you playing a lot of RPGs and you need multiple? If you need a lot of buttons on the side of your mouse to make it easier to play like World of Warcraft or Diablo or something, I recommend like a Razer Naga, right? Because it has like 12 buttons on the side. So you're going to be good. You can assign whatever you want to them. If you don't need all that, if that's overkill, then you can use just about any mouse that has 2 buttons on the side. Then it's like, well, if you're using a palm grip, you probably need a larger mouse, one that your whole palm can lay on, right? If you want to use a claw grip, I will say that the Shroud mouse is good for claw grip because the thumb pulls the mouse in because it's diamond shaped, but the edge of this finger pushes it away from you because of the diamond shape. So you're both pulling it toward you and pushing it away from you at the same time. So claw grip works pretty well on this. If you use fingertip grip, you want a smaller mouse. You want like a Viper Mini, maybe, would be pretty good. Or you could get into like the crazy expensive mice like G-Wolves, I think, has one called Alpha. That's really, really super small. If you like heavy duty and thick, I would say that the G502 is one of the best. Razer Naga also good if you want a thick boy. The Razer Naga is my favorite thick mouse. If you're like palm grip, playing a lot of RPGs, really good mouse, in my opinion. I really like it. There are wired and wireless versions, expensive. A lot of pros like the Logitech Superlight. The Shroud mouse is good for claw, terrible for fingertip grip. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because with fingertip grip, it is pushing away from you more than it's pulling toward you. So you keep finding yourself readjusting by pulling it towards you, and you almost always end up in a palm grip, which defeats the point. I think smaller mice like the Viper Mini is better for that sort of thing. Yeah, we're trying to find a keyboard that would satisfy you, Captain. So my next keyboard build is going to be something that has you in mind. We know you like really big keyboards, you know, the clunky kind that take up almost the full desk. So we're trying to find the biggest, bestest clunky keyboard for you. I'm thinking we should go with the Dreadnought. I feel like this thing, you would at least be able to do half the things you need to do. Oh my God, we have to do a keyboard build and call it the Captain Station. Bro, that is so brilliant, Alfred. That is so brilliant. We got to do like a crazy cool giant keyboard, call it the Captain Station, you know, and then send it off the captain for, I mean, it'd be like $150 to send it to Finland, but that would be fun, dude. I've heard some good things about Red Dragon, except that, you often have to use third-party software to assign macros to it. Somebody got a Red Dragon mouse, I think it was Jack, and he ran into issues with Red Dragon, if I remember right, because of that. I think it was Jack. I'm not sure. Might have been you. I don't remember. And I'm not sure if it was Red Dragon, actually, so don't hold me to that, but it was something like that. The only problem I see with this is, wow, that's expensive. My custom keyboard, my custom mechanical keyboard cost about that much. That was about, minus tools. My custom mechanical cost about the same. Let's see. So Alien Giant mechanical? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How giant is giant?
Unboxing the world's largest keyboard.
No. Okay, it's worth 150. It's worth 150. Wait. It's worth 150. This is the keyboard that the Hulk uses whenever he can't turn back to Bruce Banner. Dude, that's actually legit funny as fuck. That's sick. Okay, the problem is I can't build this and send it to Captain, but I can buy it and send it to him. I was thinking it was a regular keyboard this size, right? But no. All right, Red Dragon, you fucking win, bro. That is sick. Let's see. Wait, Space Cadet. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is the one. God, can you imagine making the custom PCB for this? Because you would need to. Dude. How much is this? I have no idea. Come here, mouse. I hear Space Cadet is popular. Wait a second. Space, I'm sure it's expensive. Cadet keyboard. Shopping. Let's try eBay. God. We're never going to find one. Although I do love these old clicky keyboards, especially the IBMs. I love them. something in my heart makes me just, it just brings back my childhood. When I was young, I couldn't afford a keyboard, so I had a word processor, electronic word processor. I wonder if I can find the word processor I had. Oh, I have a feeling it was this. It was almost exactly like this. Hang on. Images. It looked a lot like this. The monitor was bigger, I think, though. Hang on. Oh, dude. I'm pretty sure it was Brother, too. I'm pretty sure it was Brother brand. But anyway, yeah, so I had a giant word processor, got mad at it and broke it when I was like 10. And it was basically an electric typewriter. Like, it didn't print like modern printers do. Damn. Now I want one, but I can't remember if it was actually Brother or not. It looked a lot like that, though. Anyway, wait. Go back. Shaquille O'Neal. You can't get that model of Space Cadet. Old-ass terminal keyboard and really rare. I'm sure they are. You can get those keycaps in MX, though. Just search Space Cadet keycaps. Really? Wait. Because these keycaps do actually look kind of sick. But what are the... Wait, they must be recreations, though, right? Because those wouldn't be MX-style switches. Those would be buckling spring, surely. Space Cadet... They would be like the original. Yeah. They've recreated them, definitely. And honestly, these recreations do look really nice. Like, that is... This would be almost like, if we're being real, this would almost be a cool captain's build, right? I'm not at my old place. And I have to throw away those old machines, but like I have an old Compaq and an old Gateway computer. And I'd love to show you like the keyboards and stuff I have for them, but they're actually really bad. I remember doing research into the old keyboards I had to see if they were like prized, and I just didn't realize it, and they were not. They were not the more popular IBM style keyboards to come out. Unfortunate. I'd love to do like a buckling spring or something, style build, but you're talking about, those are capacitance, right? Like, you have to send off for parts and 3D print a ton of stuff and have custom PCBs. And I'm not even sure how you do the layer for the capacitance. And I'm sure someone out there builds custom ones, but I wouldn't mind doing an Alps build either, because that is like the main competitor to MX style switches. I don't know if they're better or worse. Let's find out which are better, Alps or MX. And then there's Chalk too, of course. I'm still in images because I'm a dumbass. Cherry versus Topra. Topra NIC style switches are basically Topra switches. Everyone pretty much agrees that Topra switches are amazing to type on. But you can't build custom keyboards with Topra switches because those are capacitance, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I want a Topra keyboard. Someone buy me one, please. That would be cool. But I wanted to know... No. I just want to know Alps versus MX, what people think. Topra is a whole different thing. There are other Alps switches. I believe the Fucka. I feel it. I want some Fucka switches, guys. Tejo. Your best option is honestly just getting an older board and salvaging them. I've heard that too. I've heard that if you buy modern Alps style switches, that they suck. And that you need to find old boards that have the Alps style switches and take the switches out of them. And you'll end up with better switches that way. And I'm missing chat. No, wait. No, how did I miss chat? I think, love Space Cadet. Here's Desk Authority. I swear I saw Captain say he was going to bed. Captain, you're not allowed, bro. Space Cadet keyboard. Wow. The Space Cadet keyboard is a keyboard used on MIT Lisp machines. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. A lot of the symbols on it, I'm like, why does this look familiar? And it's probably from when I was looking into learning Clojure. Wow. Oh, wait, the night keyboard? Oh, that's so sick. There are old Emacs style keyboards too, which that might be the same thing. The Space Cadet might be the Emacs board because Emacs uses Common Lisp. It's extra that's going to sleep. Damn it, no extra. You get your ass back here right now. Damn it. No, I mean, it's fair, dude. All we've done is talk today. I think tomorrow, I might play Untitled Goose Game. I don't know. Got to think about it. But no, we got to figure out, like, realistically, if we were to somehow convince Captain of the custom mechanical superiority over regular 100% boards, what board would be a cross between what he's familiar with and what we think is superior, such that he would have a pleasant situation if he were to type on it? So like maybe columnar and ortholinear would be a bad idea because he's probably not used to that. So you're talking about a staggered layout, but staggered layout doesn't have as many options as far as, well, layouts, right? I mean, I guess there are some staggered split layouts and stuff. Damn, I'm just going to have to get a hold of some billionaire and actually get the Space Cadet and send it off to him. That's what I'm going to have to do. Unfortunate, but true. That's what we're going to have to do. I don't know any rich people, though. You guys know any rich people that could help a brother out? There is some things that I want in a keyboard that I've never seen, and I would have to design a PCB, and I'd have to get some stuff 3D printed to do it the way that I want to do it. And it would be so custom to me, everyone in the world would hate it. They would absolutely hate it. Like if you look at a split columnar, let's just find a good image of one. Actually, this one gets pretty close to what I'm talking about. So this is the Ergodox, right? I would want, can I just bring this image up big? I would want this to be a 1.5 unit keycap, because the one key I have the most trouble with when I'm gaming on an ortho is actually the control key. Sliding around an ultra kill really destroyed me, because I have to dip my pinky in so far to get to the control key. Stemkey talks about using like his palm, and my hand is so big, there's no way I'm doing that. The control key is about the middle of my pinky in height. So maybe he's got small hands, but right. So you'd have to modify the PCB to do that. But another thing is where you have like these two 1.5 units in this one unit, I'd want these all to be 1 unit keycaps. And what I would want them to be is at least in one of the layers, there would be a typing mode where these keys are an exact duplicate of the far left of here. So it would be like you would have like, what would it be? 6, Y, H, and N. And then over here, you'd have a duplicate of the far right hand of the left side, which would be 5T, G, and B. And that would allow for hand over hand typing on a split ortholinear. Because most of the time when I do hand over hand, like if I'm typing the word state, right? The keys that I'm doing hand over hand are on the farthest extent of whatever hand is supposed to type. And it's technically in proper typing form, but it's much quicker to type that way. And it's something that when I was doing typing tests, I adopted to increase my speed, but that would be impossible on a split ortholinear because you'd have to literally reach all the way from one keypad to the other keypad, right? But if you had duplicate keys on the outer edge, you wouldn't have to do that. You could do the equivalent of hand over hand typing without actually having to go hand over hand. Yeah. Now that isn't quite as necessary as having the wider modifier keys. But if I had both those things, I'd be very happy. That would be a lot of fun. I would enjoy the shit out of that. But yeah, I'd have to build a custom PCB and I'd have to figure out how to get cases to work because I think I would want it to be at a slant. The keyboard that is, like if you look at some of these, actually, let me reopen this. Let's see if I can, yeah, here's a good example. I like how this is at a slant. Laying directly flat on the surface would be fine, but if I could achieve this same angle, that would be sick. In fact, I really like the Moonlander. This is one of my favorite split orthos, like split columnar builds. This would be too big for Alfred, I think. He would want something smaller than this. I think the Ergodox is technically smaller, but I could be wrong. He would probably go more for something like this. Which, what is this? Is this a corn? What is the website where you get all the split ortholinears? There's little keyboards. That's one. But there's another one that's really, really good too. I don't remember what it was called. Key.io. You know what? I actually thought it was that. And I didn't want to try it. It's, yeah. Oh, man, I really want to build another keyboard. The problem is this comes out of the European Union, so it won't help me too much. It would cost too much to ship things over here, I think. That's a bummer. Lead-free solder. Wow. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a Soful. Yeah, I actually really like Soful. I do actually really like the way Soful is set up. Ooh, chalks. I wouldn't mind having a chalk build, honestly. See, another part of me wants to create a keyboard that isn't geared toward, oh, look at that, Space Cadet. No way. Isn't looking for like a coder-oriented build, but a writer-oriented build. If, say, I'm a novelist and I have to sit down for 6 hours a day and write a story, what is going to be the most ergonomic, comfortable, quickest? Like, it still has tactility, but it's not like really, really deep keys and stuff. Much love to you too, dude. That was very kind. But yeah. We have a keyboard at work which has the FN key on the left corner where control is. Control and the other keys in the row are moved by... Yes, so the ThinkPads have a function key where the control key normally is, and it breaks my muscle memory super bad. I don't like it. The laptop I have at work is a Lenovo ThinkPad with the function key there, and I do not like it. I prefer the function key be tucked in next to the spacebar. Just as a general rule. But, oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What gets me is Control Tab when moving through tabs on a web browser. But also, if I'm trying to do like Alt F4 to close an application, the Alt is in a new location. The function is in a weird location. So now I have to use function because I have to use F4 because they have it set up so that it's, I can't remember what it's called, but it does all the Alt things like your volume up, volume down and stuff. So you have to press function for it to function as a function key. And you have to press Alt, which is in a new location. And I end up like goofing up a whole bunch of times when I'm doing paperwork. Did I look at it and just miss it? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, here's the thing. Where this is EU, getting this shipped to the US would probably be a nightmare, wouldn't it? I feel like it would be a nightmare. Does it have a COM version? I don't see an American flag anywhere that I would click. Wait. Yeah. One thing I don't like are keyboards that can't handle high rollover. So if you have 3 keys pressed at the same time, it'll only read 2 of them. Drives me nuts. But yeah. Here, let's get a black one. Sure. I'm just going to click random things. We're going to go add to basket really quick here. I'm curious if it has a shipping option here. Oh, it doesn't. I'd have to go through the whole purchase. Okay, well, that's a bummer. I was curious if it would try to guesstimate shipping for me, but it didn't. If it has amazingly good sales on stuff to the point that I would save, I already have this bookmarked. I have both these bookmarked. Wow. Save money anyway, I would probably still do it. They do, but if the amount it costs for shipping makes it more, then am I really saving money? If I spend $50 on the shipping of a $25 build, right? A $25 kit, say, or I spend, $40 on a kit in the US, am I going to spend 40 or am I going to spend 75 because 50 of it's shipping? Do you feel me? You're not wrong. There's a lot of European retailers that have amazing prices. Everything is overpriced in the US. It is insane. I looked at a list of petrol, gas prices across the world, and fuck you guys in Europe. That's not fair. That's insanely cheap compared to here. Holy crap. I don't know about Finland, but let's see. Gasoline prices by country. Yeah, okay. Right. That is insane. 58 cents a liter in Russia. Nuts. Wait, this isn't correct. When was this? I promise you, gas is not $1 and $1 USD. Oh, wait, maybe per liter it is. Actually, maybe per liter it is. Because we do it by gallon here. I don't know what that would be by gallon. Listen, it costs me between $50 and $60 to fill up my tank. And that is excessively expensive. Gas prices have skyrocketed over the last 3 years. Here, I'll reopen it. Yeah, here it makes it out like it's way more expensive, but a thing I saw literally just yesterday was considerably better. You're right, Europe. Okay, where's Finland? How expensive are you guys? Oh, you got us beat. I take it back. Sorry, guys. You actually have it worse than us. That surprises me. It's interesting that Russia is considered European. I mean, it is, but... Is there no South American? There is Mexico and stuff. Oh my God, Venezuela? 2 cents per liter? I want that, bro. That's insane. Yeah, world. Okay, find United States. It's 101, which is right here. Yeah, the thing I saw the other day must have lied to me because I don't see anything other than Russia that shows as it being lower. You don't want the economy. What do you mean? Well, another thing to consider too, though, like, let's be fair. He knows I'm streaming. In the United States, your travel time is way higher than it is in Europe, generally. Like, if I wanted to go visit my uncle in Houston, it would be equivalent to you driving to another country in Finland. It's like 800 miles. I don't know how many kilometers that is. Yeah, KM. Yeah, you would travel 1,300 kilometers just to visit your uncle. No, I know. I was kidding about the Venezuela thing. Venezuela is a shit show. I'm good. It is not worth the 2 cents a gallon to go to Venezuela because I'm probably making like 2 cents a day or something. Yeah, no, that was a joke. No, I'm good. I would much rather be where I am. But Yeah, and in the US, the thing is that your travel time is so incredibly high. Like, just to see my girlfriend, I have to drive for an hour. It's probably like 50 miles. And then when you get 18 miles to the gallon, you're talking like 3 gallons are used just to go one way, and 6 gallons for the entire trip. And then it's like $4 a gallon times 6 gallon is $24 just to see my girlfriend. Just for one trip. That's assuming I'm not driving while I'm there. It's not me going to work, any of the other stuff, just that trip. So it definitely adds up. I'm okay for the most part because I'm introverted. I like to stay in my own place. If I make a trip, it's to go see my girlfriend or take my sister to doctor appointments, which that is very expensive because it's much further away. But if you're someone like the dude who just called me, who has to be out and about every single day, you're probably losing your mind. I guarantee you he spends something like $400 a month on gas. I would not be surprised if Jordan spends that much on gas at all, because he's constantly going somewhere, hanging out with friends, being the life of the party, you know, seeing his girlfriend in the next town over like every other day, et cetera, et cetera. It's that, and he eats like 5,000 calories a day because he's a muscle bodybuilder, you know. Yeah, see, that sounds expensive until I remember that's an entire other country. Also, I just want to ride a ferry. That sounds sick. I want to take a ferry to Stockholm. That sounds very, I don't know, vaguely romantic, you know, in like the adventurer sort of way. Here, boys. I'm going to call him back and, well, I'll text him. Let's see what's up. I guarantee you he's going to ask about this work situation, but I already told him that I wasn't going to bug them about this work situation today because I wanted a day to not talk or worry about work. And the thing is, he's so anxious that he doesn't take into consideration that when I say I want a day away from work, that doesn't mean that you should call me and bug me about work related stuff over and over. Like, no, man, give me the day to decompress. Jesus Christ. I hate that. I have a feeling that that's what the conversation is going to be about. And I'm going to massacre him, man. I'm going to eviscerate him. Don't do that. Leave me alone. Let me have my day away. Tomorrow I'll call them and complain about everything going on. But yeah, as soon as I type something, yeah, he forgot. Yep. If you're calling about work-related stuff, I wasn't going to bug them about it until tomorrow. We'll talk after I get off stream. You've got about another hour or so. Yeah, he did. He wanted to call about work stuff. How did I know? Ha 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 ha. Oh, I don't know. I'm running out of things to talk about anyway. You guys got any idea? Got any cool memes or anything going on? Anything I should know about? Any cool sales on Steam or Epic I should maybe know about? What should I play tomorrow? That's probably a really good idea. I love that you do that thing. Thank God you don't actually show my card number, but Jesus Christ, just go to the store. Don't go to the basket and give everybody the last two cards or the last two numbers of my card. I mean, good luck guessing my card's number from the last two, but I still don't like that. I hate that Steam does that. Once a purchase is made, why would I need to go back to that? Do you know what I mean? What purpose could I possibly have after the fact? Like, you email me a receipt, right? Then why? Why do you do that? Thank goodness it hides everything else, but still, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I hate that. Just reload the store. Like, oh, purchase complete, reload, and it opens the store. That would be sick. That problem solved. Oh, we should totally get WW2K23, boys. Wrestling. Sekiro, hear great things about it. Still not spending $30 on it. Gas station simulator. Now you're piquing my interest. Sick. Oh, my headphone's dead. Shit. Just the best PC. I'm not surprised, dude. With a title like Gas Station Simulator, you know it's going to be sick. Wait. When I think of CBR, I think of two things, either constant bit rate or comic book reader. Is CBR.com about either of those things? I'll check out Postal. No one pumps your gas in the States anymore. If you want like fuel checks and stuff, you have to go somewhere like Valvoline and get your oil changed. I wonder if I could run a successful gas station. I bet I could. I bet I could. Till I get robbed. What is the price on this? $14? I don't know about that, bro. Postal 2. Postal and Postal 2. I can get both of them? Wait, no, the first Postal. Why would the first Postal... Why would it be $84.95? That's got to be 34, right? It's got to be 34. I mean, that's still ridiculously high. Oh, it's for the entire thing? For all the postals, actually, it's $26.39. Otherwise, it's free. Oh, interesting. I'll think about that. Hang on. Let's go back. Postal 2. That's what you recommended. I've never played any of them, but I know they've been out since ancient time. Looks like Deus Ex.
Whatever. I guess this crap ain't gonna get done by itself. Go see Vince. I was pretty hungover yesterday, but I think I remember where I work.
Nothing personal. Who's with me?
Score some cash. Excellent.
This is a stick up.
I thought you were cashing a paycheck.
Some milk. Now where is that?
Did they have to give the gas station or the grocer an Indian accent? Was that necessary? I feel like I know this song. Okay, this is sick. So offensive, bro. How did he get it to come back to him? That was a giant ball. Okay. I'm kind of sold on this, bro. I'm not going to lie. I also need to figure out how... I'm sure I'll probably cry at the end, honestly.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition?
What you talking about, asshole?
What? By stands with fists. Dude, I might get the full bundle. Unless they all suck except 2. Yeah, that's mixed. Okay. What about... Okay, there's Postal 2, which you already checked out. Postal, overwhelmingly positive. Very positive. Okay. Postal Redux. Very positive. Paradise Lost DLC. Mostly positive. Brain Damage. Overwhelmingly positive. The only one that no one likes is Postal 4. Whoa, wait a minute. Reminds me of the old Duke Nukem. It's got a very Duke Nukem vibe to it. What engine do you think this was made in? Oh. Also, why does the soundtrack have to go so hard, bro? I do just want to say New Metal had some really cool bass lines. I might actually end up getting all these. There's like some background tones that made me think my phone was ringing. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back, and we'll figure out how to wrap up stream, I think, because it's getting there. BRB. Bro, you're supposed to say goodbye. Well, that's probably fair. It's probably about time I wrap up the stream anyway. To those of you that are still sticking around, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I might get Postal. Not sure what I'm going to play tonight. Go ahead and hit me up in Discord if you have some suggestions on what you think I should play. In Sound Mind this Friday, assuming I don't bitch out and like quit or whatever. But yeah, tomorrow I'll actually try to play a game. I'll actually try to do a thing. I do kind of look forward to doing like a devlog stream separate of regular streams, because I think if people are watching me, they might actually kind of stay on my ass about stuff. But I need to come up with some ideas for like projects that would be fairly easy to do, like game jams to take part in and things like that, so that we can have like a collective community involvement in doing these like game jams and projects and make cool things. And maybe I'll learn enough along the way I can actually make something cool. Who knows? When I'll implement that, I'm not entirely sure. I have a whole lot of plans and I'm really, really bad at implementing them. So maybe never. All right. Until next time. I love you guys. I'm out.